3 o'clock, I'll call the meeting to order. Today is the meeting of the Fargo Planning Commission. Today is Tuesday, July 1st. Yes, that's for the meeting minute, July 1st. Happy veteran, or happy,
701 day.
geez, let's start over. Rewind.
We knew what you meant.
Happy 4th of July. A few changes to the agenda. So the following items have been continued to August 5th, Planning Commission. Item 1, plat of Valley View 12th edition at 3900 54th Street South. Item 3, Alpha Bravo Charlie, a zone change, planned unit development, and the plat of 45th Street Park 6th edition located at 200, 300, 330, and 445th Street South, 4414 and 4428 22nd Avenue South. That is continued. And then also item 4, plat at Gateway Hyundai addition at 3800 Main Avenue. That is also continued. There'll be no presentation or commission actions on these items today. Item D1, appeal of the administrative decision for the property at 1201 Westrack Drive has been withdrawn. No further action today. And the Fargo LDC 2026, just want to thank everyone for participating in our meetings, and then also for any of the community members that were able to be there June 17th and 18th, the LDC workshop meetings. Any community members who are unable to attend, an online survey is available until July 18th on the project website, which is www.fargoldc.org. With that, let's go ahead and item A, approving the order of agenda.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Item B, minutes of the regular meeting of June 3rd, 2025. Anybody have a chance to look at the minute? Any changes, any discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Thanks, Commissioner Strafford.
Hi, Scott.
I just laughed because that was a little delayed, Commissioner Strafford. Now moving on to public hearing items. First item is item 2, hearing on an application requesting a zone change from GI to LI, limited industrial on lots 4 through 6 on block 1, RLN Business Park 2nd Edition. Donald Kress.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Donald Kress of the Department of Planning and Development. As the Chair has stated, our first item here is RLN Business Park 2nd Edition, which is located here. This is Amazon over here, 46th Avenue. This is the subject property here. If this looks a little bit familiar to you, last month, your commission recommended for approval the 46th Avenue Industrial Park 2nd Edition, which was these properties here. This is a separate property, but we're right in the same neighborhood, again, under the same ownership. The project site area looks like this. This is all industrial up here. Here's the project area. This is future 46th Avenue there. And here's just some other couple views of the project area. There is no permanent development here. There's some storage of industrial trailers and equipment and materials, but there is no actual development here. The subject property is zoned GI, General Industrial, and is composed of 3 lots, as shown here in this exhibit provided by the applicant. Their request is to rezone this to LI, Limited Industrial. Basically, the reason for doing this is that the setbacks in GI are very large. There's a chart in your staff report that shows that if this is GI, the setback from the streets is 50 feet on each side, 50 feet on the front, and 50 feet on the street side, which takes up a lot of the area. There's not a specific use they have proposed for here. that needs the GI zoning. GI is really more intended for large lots like the ones in the industrial park that you approved last time, or recommended for approval last time. So, staff supports this request for just a zone change to LI for that. Pretty straightforward there. Mr. Andrew Thill of Lowry Engineering, the project representative, is with us this afternoon and may wish to address the commission. The recommended motion is stated in the staff report and shown on the screen. That concludes staff's presentation. Thank you, commissioners.
Thanks, Donald. Commissioners, any question for Donald? No questions? The applicant, invite the applicant up.
Good afternoon. I'm Andrew Thill with Lowry Engineering, here to answer any questions anyone may have.
Any questions for the applicant, commissioners? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, let's close public hearing. Commissioners?
I'll move approval as recommended.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do I have any discussion on the motion? Go ahead and take the roll.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
Hass,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Gley,
Aye.
Schmidt,
Aye.
Georgie,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Tossett.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thanks, Donald. Next item, item number 5, hearing on application requesting conditional use permit at Westrack Addition. Chelsea.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Chelsea Leverson with the Department of Planning and Development. As the chair stated, item D1, an appeal on an administrative decision for a small facilities alternative access plan on this same property has been withdrawn, so there will be no presentation by staff today. Agenda item 5 is a conditional use permit to allow household living in the LC Limited Commercial Zoning District on a portion of Lot 8, Block 2, West Track Addition. The subject property is located at 1201 West Track Drive South. It is just north of 13th Avenue South. It is the old Borrowed Bucks Roadhouse location. The top photo is facing northwest from West Track Drive. You can see the previous Borrowed Bucks here. Dairy Queen and 13th Avenue are adjacent to the south. The bottom photo is facing east from the northwest corner of the property. Again, you can see Borrowed Bucks Roadhouse over here. West Track Drive is along here, and there is existing office complex to the north. The property is zoned LC, limited commercial. The applicant, Craig Properties, is proposing a conditional use permit to allow household living in the LC zoning district. This would allow him to develop a commercial and residential mixed-use project. And here's the preliminary site plan and rendering of how this project may look. The new construction building will provide ground floor parking, approximately 2,100 square feet of commercial space, 37 one-bedroom apartment units, and amenity space. The applicant is here today, and he can speak to any questions you may have about the project. Staff have received 2 inquiries regarding the property, both sharing no concerns. On your screen is information about the appeal process if this item is approved today. And finally, staff's recommendation is for approval with the condition that the maximum density allowed be 38 units per acre. Thank you, Commissioners. That concludes my presentation.
Thanks, Chelsea. Commissioners, any questions for Chelsea? Seeing none, do you have anything to add or only questions? Do we have any questions for the applicant, Commissioners? No. Okay. Let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close public hearing. Commissioners?
I move to approve with the motion of the staff report.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion, Commissioners? Go ahead and take the roll.
Georgie,
Aye.
Hass,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Gley,
Aye.
Schmidt,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Tossett.
Aye. Motion carries. Wow, short, 10 minutes. First, thank you very much for attending first hour. Very much appreciate attendance. Hope you took something out of. Thanks to Planning Department for setting that up, and Megan and Jeremy for the information. Commissioners, if you have anything you'd like for first hour, just go ahead and email Planning Department. I thought that was really beneficial. Hope you all have a safe 4th of July, and meeting adjourned.